Hi everybody, Elin here. Now it's a new month because it's finally become September, and of course I need to tell you guys which books I'm going to read in September. And I actually started school on August 30th, and I'm actually reading 2 courses at the same time, which we haven't really done before for some reason. So yeah, I have a shitload of studying to do from now on, but I really do hope that I will be able to read just as much as usual. And yeah, I have fewer books than I usually do. I mean, I usually aim towards reading 15 to 16 books a month, but this time I have chosen about 5 books plus the TBR jar book, which I will draw from this beautiful little ridiculously ugly jar. But yes, we'll have a total of 6 books to talk about today, and hopefully I'll read more than that. So the first book is Nevernight by Kristoff, which I am currently reading. So today I'm recording this. Today is September 1st when I'm recording this, and then I am currently at page 35. So yeah, I started reading this earlier today. And this is about Mia, and she's 16 years old, and she goes to this red church to be trained as an assassin because she wants to take out revenge for the people that killed her family after a failed rebellion. And yeah, it looks really cool. I haven't really read that far, so I can't really say a lot about what I thought about it. I'm just a little bit iffy about the way the story is written. I mean, I like the premise, I'm just not sure about the writing style, which really makes me sad because I love the Illuminate files that Kristoff co-wrote with Anne Kaufman. So yeah, I really hope I'll like it better than I do at the moment. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. And then we have The Blood of Olympus by Rick Riordan, which is book 5 in the Heroes of Olympus series. And I have read 8 books by Rick Riordan before, and I did really like them. So yeah, I want to finish this series. So yeah. And I mean, I don't want to spoil anything because we really need to read the Percy Jackson series before, and this is book 5 in this series. So yeah, but I mean, Rick Riordan always writes about mythology, and in this one is both Greek and Roman, which makes it really interesting and see the differences and everything like that. And he also have really cool characters that are really diverse and funny and amazing, really, and really kick-ass. So yeah, I need to get on this. I don't even know if I dare to show the next book because still haven't read it. But it is A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas, and I actually ordered this not that long after it came out. So I had it pretty early, but I just didn't start reading it because I heard a spoiler, and I was told afterwards that it wasn't really a big thing, although I felt like it was. So yeah, I just didn't want to read it at the time then because of that. But I want to read it because I've heard such amazing things. God, that's dusty. But yeah, I do want to read it, and I want to see what happens. And I think everybody knows what this series is about, but this is the 3rd and the last book that followed these characters. I think there's going to be 3 more books in the same universe but follow different main characters or something like that. But yeah, you meet Vera, and she accidentally killed this wolf. It turns out to be a fae, which is against the law, and she has to make penance or something like that, and she gets to come into this fae land and live there. And yeah, shit goes down from there. And then we have Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix by J.K. Rowling. And yes, I'm reading still these editions, even though I have 1,000 of them by now, it feels like. But yeah, I want to read all the same editions before I change to the other editions I have, if that makes sense. Probably didn't, but whatever. So yeah, I don't really think I need to explain what this is about because everybody and their mother have read Harry Potter 20 plus times. But yeah, and I feel like I've read book 1 and 2 a shitload of times recently because I've read the illustrated editions and everything like that. So I just feel like it's been such a long time since I read Order of the Phoenix and the Half-Blood Prince and the Deathly Hallows, and I just really want to read them. But since I have a lot of schoolwork to do and a shitload of books on my TBR, and this one doesn't actually count towards that because, well, I've read it so many times already, I have sort of put it off, even though I really do want to read it, and also because it's Behemoth. But I mean, I have conquered this book 20 plus times, so that really isn't a problem. But when you have a giant TBR, which is currently at 100 books, then it's terrifying. So yeah, I definitely want to read this, and I have started it, and I'm on page 36. So yeah, better work on that. Now we have the last book that I've chosen myself before I pull a book from the TBR jar. And that is my Swedish friends, Vi mot er by Fredrik Backman, and this is the sequel to Björnstad, or Bear Town as it's called in English, which came out on English a couple of months ago, I believe. And this is the sequel that is really highly anticipated in the Swedish book community, we want to call it, because me, among some other book bloggers in Sweden, got the first book, Bear Town, as a review book from the publisher, and it was amazing, and it was so good, and we've been really wanting to read this one. And as far as I've heard, it is supposed to be just as good as the first one, which I'm a little bit skeptical for, because that never really happens. But I do have really high hopes for it, and I really do want to read it, and yeah, I look forward to it. And then we have the TBR jar, and I know I haven't actually finished reading the TBR jar book for August and July, because my life went down the drains, and then I just wanted to read what I wanted to read rather than force myself to read books I didn't really feel like. So I'm hoping to finish those 2 books this month as well, but yeah, I have to start controlling this again. But yeah, I look forward to pulling a book out of here, because it's always really interesting. But since I do have to finish 2 more TBR jar books, I'm really hyped that it's not a thick book. And I also have to read a shitload of review books, which is not even in this pile, so I'm so behind. But yeah, we're gonna do this. Ooh, I don't dare, it's gonna be a really thick one, isn't it? But I got 2. Okay. Ooh, this is the book I think it's the book I've had the longest on my TBR pile, because I think it's like 3.5 years, which is really sad. But I do really want to read it, which is why I have not unhauled it. And that is actually Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens. And I have absolutely no idea what this book is, so I'll go look. So yeah, I'll be reading Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens, and I will be reading it in English actually. And yeah, this is a classic. It's been on my TBR for like 3.5 years, and I mean, since it's been on my TBR the longest of all the 100 books I have on my TBR list, I definitely think it's a time to read this book. And I never actually read anything by Charles Dickens, I think. I mean, I've been meaning to, but for some reason I haven't. So we're gonna fix a lot of problems this month, I think. So these are the, I think it's 6 books that I'm planning to read this month. Definitely try to read more. And at this point I'm really feeling reading Harry Potter, because Harry Potter! And yeah, hopefully I'll read more than these, but for some reason I took all the thickest books for this TBR. I don't know why. That's how I roll. I'm gonna put this down. But yeah, I hope for a really good reading month, but I'm still sort of getting back into the school part of life, really. Really at this point where I have to force myself to study, because I am on my last semester in university, and I'm sort of getting kind of sick of school, and I just want to, you know, get out in the work life. But yeah, if you have any specific reading plans for this month, if you have picked up books you want to read, or something you're thinking about reading, or if you have read any of the books I've talked about today, and you want to share your opinions about it without spoiling, then please comment that down below, and I'll try to answer you as fast as I can. And yeah, if you like this video, please don't forget to give me some thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking the little button down below. And yeah, I hope we see each other next time. Bye!